All right, we're going to connect two worlds today that seem like they are light years apart. The high-stakes C-suite of enterprise technology and the equally high-stakes halls of Northshore High School. And our story really kicks off with this pretty bold three-word declaration coming straight from the world of chief information officers.
The end of POC theater. Kind of dramatic, right? But that single phrase, it signals a massive shift in how big businesses are thinking about innovation. So what does it actually mean? Well, for years, the corporate world has been absolutely filled with what you could call innovation theater. You know, tech leaders running these countless, impressive-looking experiments that, more often than not, just fizzle out. They lead to no real tangible results. And at the heart of this whole performance is something called a POC. So yeah, at the center of all this theater is the POC, or a proof of concept. Basically, it's a small-scale test to see if an idea is even possible. You can think of it like a science fair project, but for a billion-dollar company. The problem is, a lot of companies have been stuck in this cycle of endless projects that just never, ever graduate.
But now, the playbook is changing. The focus is shifting, and it's shifting fast. It's moving away from simply proving something can work to proving that it will deliver actual, measurable business value. So the old playbook, it was all driven by curiosity, right? Running these little experiments in a safe little sandbox. But the new playbook, it demands discipline. It's about governance, it's about clear business outcomes, and it's about having a plan to scale from day one. The fundamental question has totally shifted from is this possible to is this profitable and is it scalable? And this is where our story takes a hard left turn. Because this exact same shift from concept to value, it isn't just happening in boardrooms. It also just happened in a place famous for gossip, revenge, and a very, very specific dress code. That's right, we're talking about Mean Girls. The 2004 classic is, when you think about it, a perfect proof of concept for a cultural phenomenon. It absolutely worked. And just recently, that concept got a very strategic revival. Get this, Lindsay Lohan, Lacey Chabert, and Amanda Seyfried all reprised their iconic roles. But this wasn't some long-awaited movie sequel. Nope. It was a high-profile commercial for Walmart's Black Friday sales event. And it took the characters we all know and love and dropped them right into a new adult context. Now, this wasn't just a fun dose of nostalgia. It was a calculated business move. They weren't testing if people still liked Mean Girls. I mean, we already know that. They were deploying a proven cultural asset with a very specific job to do. This was its proof of value. The strategy becomes crystal clear when you see how they updated the characters. Katie Heron, the former new student, is now a guidance counselor. Perfect. Gretchen Wieners is the cool, convertible driving mom, and Karen Smith is, so fittingly, a weather reporter. The original concept of each character was remixed for a totally new purpose. You see, the reunion wasn't the goal, it was the vehicle. The real objective was to harness 2 decades of cultural goodwill and channel it directly into Walmart's bottom line for Black Friday. Now that is the definition of moving beyond theater to get real results. So what on earth does a tech trend have to do with the plastics? Well, on the surface, nothing at all. But when you look closer, their underlying strategy is exactly the same. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with AI algorithms or iconic movie characters. The modern playbook is identical. Stop experimenting just for the sake of it, and start deploying proven assets to achieve real-world outcomes.
Let's break it down. In tech, proof of value means turning a promising technology into a scalable solution that makes money. In marketing, it means turning a beloved cultural concept into a measurable commercial result. See? It's the same logic, just applied to completely different worlds.
So why does any of this matter? Because this shift from concept to value is a really powerful indicator of where innovation and maybe even our culture is heading next. It's all about being resourceful with what we already know works.
In a world that is just saturated with new things, new ideas, new content, the real genius is often the remix. The smartest play is taking an idea, a character, a technology that has already proven its worth and giving it a brand new job to do for a brand new audience. It's about strategic revival, not just endless invention. And that leaves us with a final question for you. As this whole game shifts from what if to what for, take a look at your own industry, your own world. What theater, what endless experiment is about to have its final curtain call?